Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Yoga Infusion. My name is Dylan, and today's class is going to be a celebration of Ostara, our spring equinox. So this is the moment in time when the day and the night are once again equal, and after this point, the day begins to grow longer than the night. It's also the time when the earth and everything that is on the earth is starting to regrow here in the Northern Hemisphere. We're re-blooming, we're bursting forth from the ground, right? It's the new year. This is when the year is really beginning. And it's not back in winter at the, Gregorian calendar New Year, January 1st. This is when the earth begins its awakening. So today's class is going to be a gentle yet powerful warming flow. We're going to be focusing on balancing postures as well as opening postures. And I encourage you to imagine that you are a sprout in this class. Your body is a sprout and you are reaching towards the sun, but we have to remember that we have to root before we can rise. So keep that in mind, and when you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. Beginning today in Sukhasana, our easy seated pose. You can always, of course, prop yourself up onto a blanket or a pillow or a block if that's more comfortable for you. I'm using just what I've got here with my mat. I suppose I could grab a pillow from the bed, but I'm comfortable where I'm at. So just make yourself comfortable for a couple moments of tuning in with the breath. So bring your right hand to your navel center, your left hand to your heart. Close the eyes down if you feel comfortable doing so. And just begin to tune into your space, your breath, your body, where you are internally at this moment as you land here on your mat. Perhaps you've had a whole day. Perhaps you're just starting your day. Just taking a few moments to find some stillness and awareness within the breath. So breathing in and out through the nose. Making the long exhale just a little bit longer than the inhale. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. We're simply finding some focus, finding some presence, and practicing that. Take 3 more breaths here. Beautiful. Releasing the hands onto the knees or shins. Let's connect some movement with that breath. So as you inhale, bend the elbows, draw the heart between the arms, lift the chin. And as you exhale, round back on the sits bones. Keep hold of the knees or shins, bring the chin into the chest. Inhale, rock forward, arch the back. Exhale, round. Stretch into the shoulders. A few more. Working with your breath. You can go as slow or as fast as you'd like. Maybe taking Ujjayi breath, or ocean sounding breath, to begin to bring some extra warmth into the body. So if you're new to the practice, it's simply lightly blocking your throat, your esophagus, as you are inhaling and exhaling. So you can hear as though it's like you've stuck your ear to a conch shell. You can hear the breath. So just lightly closing the back of the mouth, the throat. Continuing to breathe in and out through the nose. Let's take 2 more. Inhale back to center. Bring your left hand to the mat. Draw the elbow in towards the body, so relaxing the shoulder away from the ear. And inhale, reach the right arm up and over. Also keeping that right shoulder away from the ear, so you're not squeezing. Lift up and out rather than straight over. Inhale to center and take it to the other side. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Do this a few times. Find some fluid movement with the shoulders and the side body. I've got some crackly shoulders, so movements like this can be really nice. And really kind of finding that openness in the upper body, which we'll be working on throughout class, while we're rooted and grounded into the floor with our lower body. Do 2 more each side. Excellent. Coming back to center, rock over the shins, come into a tabletop. Spread the fingers wide. Make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your hips are over your knees. Sometimes we tend to have our knees a little bit wider, so look back and make sure that your thighs here are parallel and not making an A shape. Spread the fingers wide, and we'll take a few cat-cows. You can take it more linear, straight up and down, or if some more circular movements feels better in your body today, take the liberty to do that. As we're sort of connecting with our breath and our body, there's no right or wrong way to do any of this. This is really all very personal. Just kind of seeing where your body needs to find some extra space today. And excellent. Make your way back to center. Spread the fingers wide, flip the toes under, lift the hips, come into downward facing dog. First downward dog of the practice. So be gentle with yourself here. Bend one leg and then the other, lifting the tailbone really high. Try to draw the rib cage in, lengthen the tailbone towards the sky. Draw your navel up behind the ribs towards the spine. So a little bit like a hook thought process. Of course, it's not anatomically exactly that, right? But imagine that you're drawing up, back towards the spine and up towards the ribs with your navel center. And then find your way to stillness. You can have the knees deeply bent, lifting the heels high, keep the booty high. Or if you are able to, even this early in the practice, get your heels down or towards the mat. Do that. Whatever feels best for you. Take 3 deep breaths here in our downward dog. Bring the left hand a little bit closer to the right hand. Take the right hand to your left leg, reaching towards the ankle. Maybe it's the shin or calf, maybe it's the thigh, whatever works for you. And then twist and look under the left shoulder. And switching sides, right hand comes down, left hand reaches towards right leg, twist, look under the right shoulder. Try to keep the hips square. And back to center. All right, inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, take little bitty baby steps all the way to the top of the mat. Keep the hips high into forward fold. Now bend the knees deeply here. Grab opposite elbows above the head and dangle. Release the neck. Maybe sway side to side. Make your way back to center. Release the arms, bend the knees even more deeply. Draw the chin into the chest, and on the inhale, ragdoll roll your way up to standing, reaching up. And then exhale, hands to prayer at the heart. Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of the mat. Find your center, find your stability and balance. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink the hips back, come into chair pose. Now you can have your feet about hip distance apart. That's my preferred way myself. But if you would like to have your big toes touching, heels apart, you can do that as well. A little bit closer. Now notice if you're booty popping here, you have a big arch in the back. Try to lengthen the tailbone down, draw the navel up. Make sure that space between your hips and your rib cage is a little bit shorter maybe. Engage the core and then lift the heart. Arms are in the air. We're gonna pulse here up and down a couple inches, 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Staying in chair, bring your weight onto the right leg. Best you can, spread the toes wide, ground. And then from here, one-legged chair. And pulse. 1, tapping the heel down. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we warmed up now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Hold that one-legged chair. Reach the right arm back, left arm forward. Take the left leg all the way back. Open arm twist, high lunge. Whew, nice and strong. Okay, you warmed up, you heated up here. Option to stay here. Bring the right hand down the left leg. Reach the left arm up and back. And then hook the left elbow. It's always hard. Where should I have the mic? Hook the left elbow on the outside of the right leg, prayer twist. And coming back up, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back to plank. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, itty bitty steps. Keep your hips high all the way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, ragdoll roll, up to standing, reaching up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Ready for the other side? Inhale, reach. Exhale, chair. Pulse 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take the weight onto the left leg, right leg out, pulse. Tap the heel down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Open arm twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Embrace the wobble. Bend the right knee. Step it back. Open armed high lunge twist. Option to stay here or drop the left arm down, right arm up. Kind of take it into a back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, prayer twist. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Inhale, come back up, reach. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back to plank. Hold your plank. Gaze slightly forward, press the heels back. I forgot where you were over there, camera. Press the heels back. Draw the hip points towards the ribs, gaze slightly forward. Rock forward over the fingertips, bend the elbows back. Slow chaturanga. Hold. Upward facing dog. Beautiful. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Pedal it out, shake the head, smile. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, rock forward, knee to nose, squeeze it here. Inhale, lift a little higher round. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. High lunge. Bring the fingertips behind the ears, elbows wide. Holding your high lunge nice and strong. Inhale, open. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the heart. Exhale, round, elbows come towards one another. Stay in your lunge. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, close. 2. Balancing is hard here. If you wobble, that's okay. Move with the breath. 4, as best you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, one-legged plank. Keep the right leg lifted. Right knee to, where are you? Right knee to right elbow 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vinyasa. To downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, rock forward, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale here. Exhale, step it through. Come on up, high lunge. Now we're going to take these movements a little bit bigger. So instead of having your elbows wide, or you can stay doing that, of course, if you would like, If you want to take it a little bit more expansive in the upper body, we're going to inhale, reach the arms wide, and then exhale, crisscross at the arms, chin to chest. Inhale, reach, open. Exhale, crisscross the other way. 2, 3, oop, losing my balance. 4, 5, 6. It's harder to hold your balance when you're moving your head as well. 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, one-legged plank. Keep that left leg lifted. 10 times knee in to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vinyasa to down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, rock forward, knee to nose, squeeze, lift the hips high, round, 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 round. Inhale here. Exhale, step it through. Drop the left knee down this time. Low lunge. You can drop the hips forward a little bit here, relaxing and releasing into the front of the left hip flexor. If that feels good, maybe rocking back and forth a little bit, like I'm doing here. Just finding your way, right, into the posture. Finding your stability, your balance, your awareness of your lower half first, so that we have the roots, so that we can rise and we can reach and we can grow. All right, strengthen the lower body, squeeze the thighs toward one another. Inhale, reach tall if your hands are not already there. Exhale, prayer twist. Inhale, come back up. Flip the back toes under, hands to prayer to start, and we're gonna move straight into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So power up through the legs, take your gaze forward a few inches in front of your mat, likely. Engage to the right leg, launch forward, Warrior 3. Now from here, reach the arms behind you, palms down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Square the hips, little bend in the right knee, reach the arms up, come forward into one-legged chair hold. Inhale here, exhale, take it back to airplane warrior 3, so hands reaching back, shoulders squeeze. Inhale, come forward, one-legged chair. Exhale, back. 3, pretend like you're flying. Lift the leg high. One-legged chair. Warrior 3. One-legged chair. Warrior 3. One-legged chair, hold. Chair hold. You got it. Airplane chair, so come on to the toes, lift the heels, arms reach back, palms down. Breathe in here. Exhale, release the heels, lift the arms, inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Woo. Burn, booty, burn. Shake out the head, shake out the legs. Whew. All right, inhale, half lift, flat back, gaze on the floor. Exhale, step it back to your plank. Okay, we're gonna do hip dips on this plank. So drop the hips a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, not all the way to the ground, just a couple inches. 1, 2, core tight, flat back. 3, 4, rocking on the balls of the feet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vinyasa to downward dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, rock forward, knee to nose, lift, squeeze. Inhale here. Exhale, step it through. Drop the right knee down. Come up, low lunge. Again, finding some movement here. That feels good. Exploring, stretching, since we just worked this leg. See what you like here. What kind of grounding do you want to do before we take off and fly? What kind of foundations do you want to lay before you move into this new year? Now, granted, a lot of those foundations have already been laid. You've already laid those foundations, potentially, probably in the winter or the fall. But now is also a good time to reanalyze. It's never too late, right? We might follow the seasons as best we can. We might follow the moon. We might, we have all kinds of ritual to try to align ourselves with the energy of the world, of the earth, of the universe, right? All the planets, the stars, moons, etc. And we can do all of those things. And those things can help us to find that ritual or that pattern or that motivation to lay the groundwork or to reach towards our goals or whatever it might be, right? But if you don't exactly line up to that energetic framework that has been laid out for you in all different texts or YouTube or Instagram or whatever you're following, it's okay. You can start wherever you are, and it's better to start wherever you are than to continue waiting for that right energetic shift to arrive, right? Because you might miss it. You might be at work and then all of a sudden you have to wait until next year or something. No. You start where you're at. My mat is very thin and this floor is very hard and this is hard on my knees. So I hope you had something a little bit more comfortable with my little spiel. But yes, start where you're at. This is for Ostara, but who cares if you do this class later? If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you're gonna be doing this class at a different period of time than when it was released, right? So don't take any of these universal energetic foundations or guidebooks or whatever as straight fact. They are simply guides to help you on your way. They are not cut and dried and you must follow exactly this path. All right, back to our low lunge prayer twist. Thank you for coming to my little TED Talk. I hope that you are inspired and that your foundations help to sprout into something beautiful. All right, coming back to low lunge, flip the right toes under, hands to prayer, gaze forward, launch into Warrior 3. Reach the arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, palms down, hands engaged. And then from here, come forward, one-legged chair. Exhale, kick it back. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Come back to it. Inhale, one-legged chair. Exhale, back. Lift the leg high. Inhale. Exhale, work with the breath, work with your drishti point, your focal point on the floor. One-legged chair, hold, chair, hold, airplane chair, lift the heels, reach the arms back, squeeze the shoulders, open the heart. Exhale, heels down, reach up, sink deeper. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful job. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank. Hold. Lift the right heel, place it down. Lift the left, place it down. 1, heart forward. 2, gaze forward. 3, or gaze down at least. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vinyasa. To downward dog. Shake out anything that needs shaken out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Drop the left heel down. Windmill the arms up, warrior 2. Finding your balance, your stability, your strength. Make sure that that right knee is pointing in the direction of the toes, not twisting in. If it's twisting in, you'll need to rotate your hips a little bit so that the right thigh, right knee is facing in the same direction as your big toe. Straighten through the back leg, glue down through the left outer blade of the foot. Hold and breathe. Now take your gaze to the floor, a few inches or maybe a foot in front of your right foot. Bend through the, also, side note, great place for a block if you want to bring the floor up a little bit higher. Okay, bend through the left leg, reach your hand forward. We're coming into Chandrasana. Ardha Chandrasana, there we go. It's like, what is the word? Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. There we go. Coming into half moon, you can have your hand all the way down, flex the left foot, stack the hips, stack the shoulder. Balance has gone. Stack the shoulders. Now, bend through the right leg, step it back, warrior 2. We're gonna move through that transition a few more times. Gaze forward, finding your half moon, hands down, or you can try to find some balance, and then step back, warrior 2. Breathe in here. Exhale, launch. Lift that left leg, and then step it back, warrior 2. 2 more times. Last one. Half moon. Take that right hand down so it's now solid. Grab the left ankle, bind, kick into the left hand, open, maybe back bend, find the stretch. Skip this if it's not accessible in your body today. And release the leg. Bend through the right leg, step it back. This time, woo, plie. Ah. Okay, my right leg, I'm turning around so I can face you. My right leg said we were done. All right, find your plie, swooping side to side, straightening and bending through one leg and then the other. Center, straighten the legs, toes in, heels out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Find whatever version feels good for you here. And walk your hands over to your right leg. Twist. And over to your left leg. Back to center. Inhale, half lift. Walk yourself into plank. Hold. Right leg lifts, right knee to right elbow. Kick it back, lift, right knee to left elbow. Kick it back, lift, right, lift, left, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick it back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Chaturanga to downward facing dog. Okay, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Windmill your way up into your warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Finding your strength, your lift. Ground down through the legs, lift through the upper body. See if you can find a little bit more space in the spine, a little bit more relaxation in the shoulders. Ooh, my right leg is shaking. This might be a little harder than I anticipated. I don't know. I feel like all of these classes that I teach while I'm on layovers while I'm working, I feel like my legs are always exhausted in them when they're not that exhausted when I'm at home. So you're gonna have to let me know if your legs are also shaking or if this is a me problem. All right, gaze forward, bend through the right leg, launch yourself into half moon. Find your balance. Bend in left leg, step it back, warrior 2. Try not to land quite as hard as I did. Launch forward, lift the right leg. Bend the left, step it back, 2. 3. I feel like I was much more graceful on the other side. 4. Last one. Find your balance. Ground down through that left hand, bend into the right leg, open, bind. Yeah, my right glute is having a heyday. Release the leg, step it back, plie. Pulse. 1, 2, why not? 3, burnout. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take your hands on your thighs, thumbs on the outside, fingers on the inside. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Look over your right. Back to center plie. Straighten through the legs, reach the arms up, star pose. Exhale, take the hands behind you to clasp. Turn the toes in, heels out. Inhale, lift the heart open, widen through the collarbones. Exhale, forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold with the clasp. And release the arms. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your way to the top of the mat, plank. Left leg lifts. It's our last round here. So left knee, left elbow, kick back, lift. Right, lift. 3, 4, 5. Can't whistle in real life. 6, can only whistle when I'm on the mat. 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick it back. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Knees down. Come into a tabletop. Take a child's pose if you need to for a second to release the back. Keep the hips over the knees. Walk the hands to the top of the mat. Release the chin. Sorry, you can start with the forehead. Release the forehead to the mat. Extended puppy pose. Option 2 is to release the heart space, chin down. I can't talk into the mic when we're there, so find your level. Reach the fingertips away, lengthen the tailbone and lower back. And from here, elbows stay down, rock forward. Inhale, come into Sphinx pose. Look over the right shoulder. Look over the left. Release the forehead down. Cactus the right arm on the right. Bend the left knee. And rock over onto the right side, stretching the front of that right shoulder. Ooh. Coming back to center, switching sides, cactus the left arm, roll over on the left side. Back to center. Gently press yourself up into a seat. Come to a seat. Okay. Take the right leg forward. Actually, first let's take both legs forward. Flex the toes towards the sky. Maybe keep a baby bend in the knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Don't worry about straining to reach. Just go where you're at. Do what you can do and be grateful. Be happy about it. That's what one of my yoga teachers says. Just do what you can and be happy about it. I suppose if you say that with the wrong inflection, it can sound bad, but it really doesn't. It's really genuine. It's supposed to be nice. Whenever I say it though, I think of like some angry parent being like, be grateful. That's not what I mean at all. Just find joy in the things that you are capable of, that your body is able to do, instead of focusing on maybe what it isn't able to do in this moment. All right, rolling up, bring the right foot into the thigh, flex through the left foot, inhale, lift, exhale, fold, Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, coming up. Take your right hand behind your right hip. Lift the hips. Point the left toes. Reach the left arm up and overhead. Side bend. Big breath here. Exhale, release down. And taking it to the other side. Right leg long, left leg in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Notice that each side might be different, and that is okay. We are not symmetrical beings. And then coming back up, take the left hand behind the left hip. Lift the hips, press the hips forward, point the right toes, reach the right arm up and over, side bend. Reach, 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 stretch. And release back down. Okay, from here, take the right foot, bend the right leg, bring the right heel in towards your right hip. Straighten through the left leg. Option to stay here, of course, if this feels like enough, or you can come back onto your hands for a half hero's pose. Maybe come down onto the elbows if you want a little bit more. Just stretching into the front of the quad. Make sure that your knees are not hurting here. Please do not force any position in your body. And slowly coming back up. Straighten the right leg, maybe shake out the leg, and then the left side. Make sure that that left knee is going in the same direction as the right knee. Maybe coming back onto the hands or the elbows. Again, notice that each side might be different. Again, don't force anything. Just try to relax into the posture. Coming back up, shake it out, bend the knees, let them fall to the left and the right. And then we're gonna roll down onto the back. Bring the right knee over the left. Scooch the hips to the right a little bit and then let both knees fall to the left. I like to straighten my bottom knee once I get down here. I kind of feel like it secures the top ankle a little more. I think it works personally. So that's what I always do, but you just kind of land wherever feels best for you here. And slowly make your way back to center. Bring the hips back to center. Cross left knee over right. Scooch hips to the left. And then drop the knees to the right. Maybe reach the left arm out. Let the breath soften the muscles. No trying to pressure or force anything here. And slowly coming back to center. Happy baby. Maybe straightening one leg and then the other, or both, if that feels good. You're rocking side to side. Bring the soles of the feet together. Gently press the knees away. And then release the legs in reclined butterfly pose to the mat. Option to stay here. You can take your legs long in a traditional Shavasana. Bring your right hand back to your navel, left hand back to the heart. Ending where we started. paying tribute to the cyclical nature of this world, of our life, of this planet, of all life on this planet. Birth, life, death, birth, life, death. Knowing that we all will go back to where we started. But as we live, we have this opportunity for growth. Every day that we live is another opportunity to grow, to learn, to expand, to reach for that highest version of ourselves. Now we've made it into the spring. Now we get to watch the world burst forth and bloom around us. We too can take that energy and bloom in this time. Stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you are able. And when you're ready, if you were in butterfly pose, take the legs long, reach the arms above the head, take a little shake, take a little wiggle, point the toes, stretch the fingertips, inhale here, and exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Rock and roll a couple times side to side first. And then grab the backs of the thighs and rock and roll along the spine until you come up to a seat. Thank you so much for joining me in this special practice today. If you like these classes, the style of class, or these energetic type classes, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment so I can make sure to make classes exactly like you like. I do read every comment, and I appreciate everybody who is active on my YouTube and who is, even if you are not, if you are here silently practicing with me, regardless, I'm grateful that you are here. Thank you so much. Happy Spring Equinox from my heart to yours. Namaste.